Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to some more Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, brought to you by Danganronpa 1.2 Reload, and brought to you by me, GGHF. Now, so same thing as before, no chat, no nothing, and I'll just keep going with the game in the same way that I did yesterday. I'm gonna try and like not move around too much, because I know that I'm gonna slouch a whole bunch while doing this. I'm just trying to get a good position. Yeah, there we go. I think that's good. I did bump up the volume a little bit higher because watching the recording from last time, it seemed like it might have been a little bit too low. The game audio, I mean. Apologies, the stream was so late too. I don't know why. Well, actually, no, I do know why. I went to bed really late last night. Until like 4, like borderline 5 in the morning. Which is something that I never do, but hey. I did it. And it kind of fucked up my sleeping schedule. And so I woke up really late. And now I'm just doing my stuff. And yeah. You know, I did everything that I normally do, but, you know, like 4 hours later, you know, so like my schedule is completely fucked. And obviously, it gets late at night, and I'm wide awake. I'm not sleepy in any way at all. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm just a little kind of out of the loop. I'm just a little fucked up today. Especially with sleeping schedule and all that shit. I've been doing some maintenance, you know, updating some social media stuff. I updated my Stream Deck. That's a big thing that I did. I discovered there's like a key creator, where you can design your own little buttons for the Stream Deck. And so, as a matter of fact, if I can change it over here, yeah, there we go. So with this thing, you can obviously, you know, change around stuff. If I press like the iOS button, you know, you have that. You have the main cam, you have that, you know, cam only will take you here. So yeah, I gave, obviously, this is not gonna mean anything for you guys, because, you know, you're all, you know, you're not watching my little buttons, but it works for me. You know, these two red buttons are recording and stream, and so when I press on them, like, they're not red anymore. Like, it's just cool, you know, indicators to show, you know, well, what I'm doing, the state of things. You know, the little Chrome button, you press it, and it's pretty much all of my bookmarks for my internet browser. Right now it's a little slow because I'm streaming and I'm getting, obviously, encoding overload notifications all the time, despite the fact that I've tried literally everything under the sun to be able to fix it, and it hasn't been fixed. So I think I'm just going to attest that to just my computer being shit. I probably should think about just streaming with the PC exclusively rather than trying to use the Mac for it, because it's already a pain in the ass as is. But anyway, based on the chat activity, it seems like only Brandon Hutchins is here. He's the only guy here, and his one and only comment is him saying ugh. And yeah, ugh. That's kind of me the all day. That's pretty much, like, if I could, like, summarize all of today, it'd probably be ugh. And most of it is my fault, because I went to bed too late, so I woke up really late, and I got stuff happening tomorrow, and yeah. Yet another day where I could do a lot of stuff, and I don't because I'm just lazy. Alright, but whatever. Stop lamenting yourself. At the very least, I've been consistent, relatively consistent with the live streams, right? So at least I'm doing some right. Anyway, so we're back, like, immediately after what happened yesterday. There's, like, an intermission and, like, some stupid, cringy recap. And now we're back, and we are getting pretty close to figuring out who killed Koizumi. I already have a pretty good idea who it is. It kind of dawned on me during yesterday's stream. It might be Peko, but then again, I don't know. There's still some chances that it might be Fuyuhiko, but it is either her, him, or both. were in cahoots with each other, and only one person actually kind of pulled the trigger on that killing, right? So still, it's kind of a toss-up between the two. Everything seems to focus around them, and the whole thing with the game and the younger sister and stuff like that, I feel like still hasn't come into play as hardcore as I'm expecting it to go. So, yeah. Also, I think the game is a little too loud on my end. Yeah, the game's way too loud. Here with me. For you guys, the volume shouldn't be changing. Yeah, that was super loud. Okay. So, I mean, usually I would wait for more people to show up, but because I really don't give a shit about the chat right now, because spoilers, I think I'm just gonna play as if no one was here, so, okay. We decided to believe Hyoko. Yeah, so everybody was saying exactly what I was saying, which is that everybody would believe that Hyoko was the one that killed her. Not so, and there's a bunch of little inconsistencies with that, and, you know, all of the evidence pointed to her being there at the time of the killing, but she was not the one that did the killing. Luring Hyoko into a trap. So yeah, you know, she got framed so that everybody thought that it was her. Yeah, put it in the closet. Sure, you don't need permission to be or not be evidence. It's not like, oh man, you know, this knife, obviously evidence, obviously a clue. Candy, that's a children's thing, that can't possibly be a clue, even though it's totally related to everything. Also, shoutouts to Fuyuhiko staring at Akane's boobs. He's like, whoa, those are huge. I can only assume so. It wasn't. So when she woke up, the gummy wasn't there. Wait, she would have thrown it away? I mean, when you wake up and find that your friend is dead, I think the last thing they're thinking about is, ooh, I want to be clean and let's throw this little gummy away into the trash. You're not thinking that. You're thinking, oh my god, my friend is dead and you're gonna run away. Like, that seems like a really stupid way to reason it out. I'm just putting myself, you know, like in the heat of the moment. I think that's the last thing you're gonna think about. Like, wasn't it like when Hyoko walked in, she got like chloroform and she got put to sleep and then got taken to the closet? Like, couldn't have Peko or Fuyuhiko or whatever put the gummy there? You know, it's a small gummy. You can put it in the corner or whatever in a place where she can't see. You know, as long as when we do the investigating, we see it so that we know it's Hyoko that supposedly did the killing. But to say that, oh, it was after because she would have thrown it away beforehand, like, just, what? Fuck, it was after Hyoko fled from the beach house. Wow. So, I mean, there is some time between Hyoko running away and us discovering the body. They hid somewhere within the beach house, or in the beach itself. I mean, this is making me think about the moment when we see all the girls walk in bikinis, right? Like, Peko is one of the girls that come in, and she was swimming around the beach and stuff like that, right? She had already spent time in the beach. So it stands to reason that she was already near the vicinity of the beach house. I can't remember, does the bikini part come before Hyoko runs or after Hyoko runs? I'm a little hazy on that. The killer came back. The killer made sure that she left? So assuming that Peko did it, she would have killed Koizumi, dragged the body to the door, and she'd have blood on her, right? From all of that. And so maybe that's when she changed her clothing, got into her swimsuit, and jumped into the water so that the blood would wash away from her. And that's why she's like the only one in the group of girls that are already wet. And she said, oh, I'm just swimming, you know, trying to find a way out of the island or something like that. That'd be a believable thing to say. She's the only one that was wet. I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? No? If so, prepared the perfect product for you. I don't want a new product. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer for several questions. The logic dive. Not really into all these little minigames. Honestly, I'd rather just have the dialogue continue as is, and then just find the contradictions and just give me the choices for answers. Like, I don't know. All these little minigames, I don't feel like they add to the experience. They're just like little annoyances, little obstacles that kind of get in the way of stuff that you already know, but then you lose because of some stupid bullshit that the minigame has going on. During the logic dive, you will control a version of yourself, created from an image within your brain. I'm assuming like a little 8-bit version of me. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. This is really stupid. This is really fucking stupid. You can move sideways with the left stick and accelerate with R1. Okay, so it's the same as, like, moving around in the overworld. Circle the brake L1 to jump. What? What is it with these weird-ass fucking controls? Why can't I jump with X? There'll be various obstacles you want to encounter as you progress through the course. Make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, if you take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Upon reaching a certain point, there'll be a branching questions in the court. I'm already lost. Honestly, I have already completely forgotten one ear and out the other. The best way for me to learn is to just put me in there and have me fail a bunch of times and then I'll get it. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. Why am I doing this? I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. If you press options, you can review the controls. Good luck and have fun. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hyoko ran away from the beach house, I mean, is it really tampering when, like, they're the ones that created the whole setup? When did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? If they hid inside the beach house, where would they have been hiding? Hyoko said nobody was hiding in the shower room. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. I'm going to do it. Maybe they weren't at the beach house. I'm assuming that maybe it was like Peko swimming at the time. Oh my god, is the fucking Sonic the Hedgehog 2 like fucking bonus level with the rings. Are we gonna find a Chaos Emerald after this? Alright, so move, accelerate, and jump. Okay, accelerate, brake, jump. Why? Why are the controls like this? This reminds me of that PlayStation 2 game for the iToy. Why? Why am I fucking doing this? This is so stupid. It could just be a list of options, you know? If you're like, okay, what's the correct answer? This, or this. Okay, it's this. I already know what the answer is. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? I don't know. Like, just, before she arrived or after? Before? I don't know. I think it's after. Wait, that was the right answer? Okay. I don't know what that yellow thing is. Alright. I'm just kinda... When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hyoko left? I mean, she would need time afterwards to put the gummy in there, right? To plant that. Alright, we're putting some obstacles. I might actually have to, like, maybe do something here. Where was the killer hiding while Hyoko was unconscious? At the beach. It wasn't at the beach house, it was at the beach. Somebody's going to insist that it is the beach house. Somebody's going to insist it is the beach house, and we're gonna have to use that, like, window bar stuff as, like, a, Why isn't it letting me, get there? What if I do beach house? I'm accelerating, I'm jumping as fast as I can. Like, is that the right answer? When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Before Hyoko arrived. When did the killer leave the beach house? Wait. Alright. When did the killer arrive? Before Hyoko. Yeah, because then... like... she would need to, like... catch Hyoko off guard, put her to sleep, and put her in the closet. And then prepare for when Koizumi showed up. When did the killer leave the beach house? Oh, no, yeah, no, that's wrong. I think I would have to say that... No. She committed the murder and then left. Where was the killer hiding? It wasn't in the beach house. Again, I think those last two are wrong. Or did I actually do it right? Is that it? Am I just fucking stupid? Am I just fucking brain dead? Okay, there's probably something here that I'm missing. I guess I am just fucking stupid because I thought 2/3 of that was wrong. Yeah, once you stop being a suspect. The place you didn't look? You're gonna make a Kane do that for you. I really don't want that to happen to me. It is a Kane after all. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding. The place where Hyoko hasn't looked. Could it be that door that Koitsumi's blocking? That'd just be outside, and then you consider hiding. Oh, fuck off. Could it be there? The killer was hiding inside the fridge? They'd freeze. You're gonna climb a mountain made of ice? There's always fighting when you play with 2 players. What? Maybe like inside the closet along with her? I feel like I'm having to guess a lot of this stuff. There's definitely something that I either forgot about or something that is completely flying over my head because that I feel like none of this is really logically following for me. Yep. You don't really take the time to look at your surroundings, right? Which means that if they had put the gummy in there before she left rather than after, she wouldn't have noticed anyway, so what the fuck is the problem? Why are we even doubting that? Probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully, yep. There's a big closet. I'm onto you. A hiding place. Oh yeah, there's a lot of shit here that you can hide in. Just go right up top, cover yourself in all that. If the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, you can only think of one place. The place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was... inside the oxygen tank. No. Probably air. Surfboard case. My fucking thing that I was thinking of was completely, like, not it at all. I was assuming that after Peko, assuming that it's Peko, killed Koitsumi, she would have, like, blood on her and be like, I need to wash this off somewhere. And be like, oh, well, I'm gonna hang out with all the girls and, you know, do the Simpson thing. Anyway, so I'm gonna just jump into the water and just wash it off of myself. But I guess if that was the case, we would have, like, a second set of footprints, right? Rather than just Yoko's. It's pretty messy. There's a lot of shit on it. Yeah, maybe they got taken out of the case.
あれは犯人がわざとそうしたんじゃないかな。だって私たちがこの島に来たばっかの時はあんなに雑になってなかったはずだ。
I mean, it shouldn't have been that messy, and on top of that, like, what reason do we have to, like, you know, really inspect it that carefully?
じゃああの時犯人は私のすぐそばにいたの？
The killer was right next to you. Oh my god.
お前のすぐそばでじっと息を潜ませて隠れてたんだよ。
言うなれば毒を食らわば皿までってやつっすね。
What? There we go. That's what I was saying. Like, you know, that phrase. What does that have to do with this? Yeah, that makes more sense. Always darkest under the lighthouse.
言うなればだって意味のわからない言葉を使うもんじゃないっすね。
Shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak. You really are a Looney Tunes character.
とにかくそこにじっと隠れてた犯人は西園寺が出て行ったのを見計らった後でようやくサーフボードケースの中から出てきたんだ。
Put the fucking gummy in there.
僕もその意見には賛成。
The gummy that she would not have noticed anyway because it's a tiny ass fucking little candy on the floor. And she rushed out of the closet. She didn't really fucking give herself any time to, like, look around or anything anyway. So, like, why are we even wondering if it was before or after? Like, I'm still hung up on that. Like, fucking Chaki's reasoning of, like, if she would have seen it, she would have thrown it away. Like, she gives a fuck about a stupid gummy on the floor. There's no way the killer would leave Hyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. How would she ruin it? Watching Hyoko? I mean, you literally just said the same thing that we just said twice. You know, it's like, well, she was there in the beach house. Yes, that's what we said. She was there inside the beach house. Yes. I know you're threatening a man with violence, but I don't know. I like you, Akane. I can't stay mad at you.
おとなしくなったな。じゃあ歯を食いしばれよ。ごめんお兄さん。そうじゃなくてさ。ねえモノクマ。ちょっと気になったことがあるんだけど、聞いてもいいかな。
Okay.
聖徳太子は未来人だったと思うよ。歴史が動く裏には決まって未来人が関係しているからね。
Is this game just fucking spitting out nonsense now? Prince Shotoko was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history. What?
未来人の話はまた今度聞くとして。
They just love saying random shit in this game. It's like, I don't... JoJo is not as weird as this. the fucking JoJo manga is nowhere near as fucking incoherent and nonsensical as the fucking bullshit that they post here sometimes. The body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? No, I wouldn't say so. Discover a body. I mean, you don't discover a body if you're the one that made the body happen in the first place. Yes or no? Yeah. I was under the impression that the killer didn't count. Even though we have used that in the past before to solve stuff? All kind of information is appreciated.
だから推理に持ち出されるのはいかんだって。まあその言い分もわからなくないけどね。だって死体を発見するシチュエーション次第では3人以上のルールが致命的になる場合もあるしね。
な
なので明言をしていない以上はフレキシブルな対応をさせていただいております。
Yeah, as long as you're ambiguous. As long as you keep, saying other bullshit that doesn't answer the question.
フレキシブルな対応ね。
Flexible.
で、今回はどうなの？犯人を含んだ3人なの？そうじゃないの？
もうわかったよ。言えばいいんでしょ。今回は犯人を含んでないよ。はい、終わり。
It doesn't include the killer this time. You said this time, which already makes me believe that he's just gonna make up some other stupid fucking rule that says, okay, now the killer counts this time. I mean, why would it count? It doesn't make sense. Just discovering a body. How does the killer discover a body of their own creation? Like, that's just stupid. Like, why would you even wonder about that? I mean, the fact that it would count is something that I feel Monokuma would just kind of make up on the spot. But, like, unless he says otherwise, like, my logic is telling me, okay, well, 3 people that obviously don't know about the body ahead of time, discover it. That's what it means to discover something, that you didn't know about it until that point. Like, you discover the body, three people other than the killer, and there you go. So, yeah, I mean, and that's the kind of reasoning that I was going with the whole time, right? So, Hyoko was the first one, and I think it was Soda, and then me. And so that's the 3 people. But not including the killer, that would be a 4th person. The 4th person that got out of the surfboard casing and fucking ran out and escaped. After killing Koizumi.
つまり、今回は犯人以外の3人が小泉さんの死体を発見しているんだね。それがどうしたんだ？なんとなく気になったから聞いただけだよ。それより話を戻そうか。
お前さんが横道にそらしたんじゃろうが。
Oh no, it's probably gonna factor into something. It'd be really weird if that led on to nothing. Because if it leads on to nothing, I'm fucking turning this game off. Because it clearly just wants to see me get confused and suffer.
犯人がサーフボードケースに隠れてたってところからですよね。
そんでひよこちゃんが走り去った後で犯人は悠々と証拠隠滅ライフを味わった。
The killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence? No, I don't think it was destroying evidence. I think the killer was actively, planting evidence to make it seem that it was someone else.
だが話を進める前にはっきりさせておかねばならぬことがあったはずだ。
Sure, what does you and your 4 devas of destruction have to say? Divas, devas?
西園寺が逃げる前に死体でドアを塞いだはずだが、結局その時についた血はどうしたのだ。そういや、その謎の決着がまだだったの。
大丈夫だよ。ここまでたどり着いた君たちなら、その答えだってすぐに見つけられるはずだよ。
No one in this room asked you.
さあ、議論を再開させようか。
Start the argument. Please stop. Stupid green text tormenting me, adding more stupid shit that I don't want to do. I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you will now be able to use the truth flashback. If you hold down the triangle button, the shape of the reticle will change. Oh, is that the one where you, absorb stuff? If you aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you'll be able to memorize it. Okay, that was something that I was trying to do before and it didn't work. Just the game didn't tell me about it yet. Yeah, okay, I already know about this. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it'll disappear. You can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or a mistake, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When is the best time to flashback? You'll have to trust your keen wits. You will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. Oh, is that the consent thing? It is only effective for refuting points. Okay, so if they're giving me the tutorial now, that means that I have to use it now for whatever's going on right now. Good luck. I don't feel like I need to rely on luck for this kind of game, but considering how I've been bumbling through this whole fucking case, I think I really do need luck. Wash it off. It's not the shower room. I know that's not it. It didn't work, yeah. Washing it off would have been impossible. In the beach house. Wetsuits.
シャワー以外のものを使えば 汚れたウェットスーツはどうすんのさ。
バラしてトイレに。
Flushed it down the
毎
toilet.
朝クソを流してるわしには断言できる。絶対に詰まるぞ。
Okay, naturally. Thank you for your contribution, Nekomaru.
犯人以外が死体を動かしたとか。
Someone other than the killer moved the
洗
body?
い流せたんじゃないかな。
Yeah, they washed it off. But not in the beach house. If I use Chiaki's opinion, I might be able to break through the contradiction.
犯人は体についた血を
Oh, okay, okay,
シャ
okay.
ワーは使えるなら洗い流すのは無理じゃねえか
I need to use the very, very last thing that Chiaki
クローゼッ
said.
トの上あれを着てしたよ。シャワー以外のものを使う。汚れたウェットスーツはどうすんの。
バラしてトイレ。
毎朝絶対に詰まる。
逆転の発想で犯人以外が死体を洗い流せたんじゃないかな。
Maybe they were able to wash it off. Okay, no, is the first thing that Chiaki said.
犯人は体についた
シンプルに洗い流したんじゃないの。
シャワーは使えねえなら洗い流す
別にシャワーを使わなくったって。
あ、クローゼットの上あれを着てしたよ。
シャワー以外のものを使えば。汚れたウェットスーツ
Other
は
than
どう
the
すんの
shower.
さ。
バラしてトイレに。
毎朝絶対に詰まるぞ。
So I'm not able to use this.
犯人以外が死体を洗い流せたんじゃないかな。
I'm not able to use this bullet for the blue ones.
犯人は体についた血をどうした
シンプルに洗い流したんじゃないの。
シャワーは使えねえんだろなら洗い流すのは無理じゃねえか
別にシャワーを
Maybe
使わ
that.
なくて。
あ、クローゼットあれを着てしたよ。
シャワー以外のものを使う。
And I stole that from her.
毎朝絶対に詰まる。
逆転の発犯人以外
And
が
that's
洗い
blue.
流せたんじゃないかな。
Alright, so it's Fuyuhiko's thing. I mean, when you look at all of it, I mean, when you think, okay, you can only use this on non-blue stuff. And there's only 2 oranges. And I absorbed one of them. So it has to be Fuyuhiko's. That's the only one left. Just through process of elimination. That's the one that I have to shoot.
シンプルに洗い流した。
シャワーは使えねえ
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to wash it off.
なら洗い流すのは無理じゃ
Not impossible.
それは違うぞ
Just not in the shower room. Could have jumped into the beach and washed it off. What I've been saying this whole time.
使わなくたってできたはずだシャワー以外のものを使えばいいんだからな
You have a whole ocean right next to the beach house.
シャワー以外のものってなんだよ
Like the fucking whole body of water that we're surrounded in. But see, if they walked toward the beach to wash it off, they'd have left footprints near the beachside door. But in reality, the only footprints there were Hyaku's. Only in a game like these, you can detect fucking like footprints in the sand. You know how fucking easy it is to get rid of footprints in the sand? If the killer washed off the blood, they definitely would have done it inside the beach house. Okay, well, I guess I'm still wrong then. The drinks inside the fridge. That's why there's so many of them. I was not even thinking about the fucking sodas in the
冷蔵
fridge.
庫の中のドリンクだあれを使えば体についた血を洗い流せるよな
Oh, there we go. The one that did it is saying, oh, I just got caught. No, time for me to deflect.
できるがそれはありえないぞ。
Why impossible?
どうしてだよ
あの冷蔵庫をよく思い出してみる。そうすればわかるはずだ。
Remember the refrigerator carefully?
冷蔵庫のドリンクを使った可能性など存在しないということがな。
I'm assuming the evidence I'm gonna use is the fucking trash can with all the drinks on it. Alright. I'm fighting against a swordswoman in this fucking slashing thing. Trash can. Oh, I absolutely gotta use a trash can.
確かにドリンクがあったな。だが、
ドリンクが。
ドリンク一本とても血を洗い流すには足りんぞ。
引くわけにはいかない
Crosswords duel. Okay. There we go. Advance.
使ったドリンクが1本だけとは限らない大量に使えば洗い流せるはずだ
Yep.
ありえないと言っただろう。あの冷蔵庫に水の類はなく。
その言
There
葉
we go.
切らせてもらう
That was easy.
いやあの冷蔵庫には水があったんだよ
Yeah, they were.
何度も言わせるの。あそこには水などどこにも。
Okay, now you're just denying stuff.
それは事件後の話
Now
だ
you're deflecting this.
事件前は違うちゃんと水はあったんだ
Yeah, before it, there were a bunch.
そして犯人はその水を全て使って自分の体の血を洗い流したんだ
In the bathroom, I assume.
すべて使ったからあそこにはなかったというのか。 そんなものはこじつけだ。
The water bottles were gone because they were all used. That's a logical fallacy? How is that a logical fallacy? They're gone because they're used. Somebody used them, so they're gone.
こじつけなんかじゃない。証拠ならちゃんとゴミ箱の中に残ってたはずだ。
And you know they're gone because when we investigated the dead body and shit, we saw a trash can full of fucking water bottles.
大量に捨てられた同じ種類のペットボトル。これがそうなんじゃないか。
ああ、確かにこれって水のペットボトルって感じのデザインだね。
May?
つうか実際そうだぞ。
So there may be the possibility that somebody just fucking like manufactured a plastic bottle and threw it in the trash. They may have had water in them. No, they just made it empty, just like that.
俺何日か前にビーチハウスに行った時、そのペットボトルで水を飲んだ気がする。
もっと早く気づいてくださいよ。
Oh, they don't really come up until now.
ではペットボトルの水をシャワー代わりにしたのは本当なのですね。
大量のペットボトルの水を全身に浴びたなんて実にシンプルで納得しやすい答えっすもん。
I understand what this is. God, Ibuki, again, just almost like semi-breaking the fourth wall, but not really. This is a very simple and easy to understand explanation. Yes, I understand. The plot progression is happening right now. Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be the one person that fucking showed up to the diner wet. Hmm?
やっぱりそうだ。待ちやがれ。犯人に気づいただと
Machiagare. Jodan janezo. Is this a joke? You know who the killer is?
それって本当なんですか？
Yep, I know. I know who it is.
それは誰を指しているのだ。
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them, the killer, Mahiru's killer, must be someone among this group. Right before I discovered Mahiru's body, I met Soda. Okay, so they're narrowing it down to like all the people that it could possibly be. Yeah, so yeah, Soda, Kazuryu. I mean, it's not Soda, obviously. He discovered the body. Kazuryu, again, I was kind of... I had like 2% of my brain saying that it might be Fuyuhiko. But yeah. And so yeah, Ibuki, we already met up with her at the diner. Mikan, obviously not. Okay, they're showing us the order of all of this stuff. Hyoka running, and then after that, we see the girls in bikinis. Okay, so it's after she runs away. Yeah. And then she shows up. And then she shows up. And the last one to show up is Peko. And she's the only one that's wet. And she said, oh, I was swimming. And her with the wetsuit. God, man. Could have seen her beautiful figure in a bikini, but no, wetsuit. Whatever, she looked great in that too, but still. Is there a killer among us? Yeah, there absolutely is. Well, I kind of liked you, Peko. You were actually kind of cool. I liked you and I respected you, but I guess I just didn't know you well enough. Should have bonded with you a little more. Pekoyama. Yeah. I do like that they kind of narrowed it down a little bit towards the end there, although I already had it figured it out.
ちょっと何黙ってんの？犯人じゃないかって疑われてんだよ。
I can't imagine that she'll admit to it. I think it'll be the same as always, where they just keep deflecting and shit.
では、とりあえず聞いておこうか。なぜ私が犯人だと思うのだ？
You're the only one that's wet, and she can be like, but I told you I went to swim. I never went to the beach house. Breathing pretty heavily. I just did a little swimming. A little. No towels.
水を完全に乾燥させるにも時間がかかるからな。お前はそれをごまかすために人泳ぎしてきたなんて言ったんじゃないのか？
黙ってねえで何とか言えよ。
And then she's gonna say, but I did go to the beach. I did swim. But then we're gonna show the footprints and be like, we don't see your footprints on the sand.
待
And here he comes to defend her.
てめえらはそいつをダイナーで見ただけでビーチハウスから来たのを見たわけじゃねえんだろ
We saw her way after Hyoko ran off.
だったら本当に泳いでただけかもしれねえだろ
She wasn't.
泳いでるのを見たやつだっていねえじゃねえ
Yeah,
か
that's a really good point. No one saw her swimming.
いや俺が見てるぞ
You did?
俺はてめえらとダイナーで会った後ホテルに帰る途中でそいつとすれ違ったんだだからそいつは間違いなくビーチハウスとは逆の方向からダイナーに来たはずだ
She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house. I feel like you're lying.
待てよ、それはおかしいだろ。さっきお前は言ってたじゃないか。
Just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel for saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time. You didn't see anyone during that time,
お
yeah.
前は誰とも会ってないって言ったはずだ。忘れたなんて言わせないぞ。
And now he's saying that he saw her. Yeah, he's lying to protect her.
まだだまだその女が犯人だって決めるのは早いぞ
Great, so we pointed fingers at Peko, but he's the one getting offended.
犯人がどうやってビーチハウスから出たのかがはっきりしてねえじゃねえか
Is this where we talk about the window?
でしたね
That's like the one piece of evidence that we haven't shown yet.
道路側のドアは塞がれてるしビーチ側の方は足跡が残るから無理となればじゃあ犯人はどこからどうやって出たっつうんだ
どうして冬彦ちゃんが向きになってるんすか疑われているのはペコちゃんなんすよ
Good to know that Ibuki and I are on the same wavelengths. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, he's the one getting offended, even though we're not pointing fingers at him at all.
いいから答えろ答えられるもんなら答えてみやがれ
Yeah, like, Fuyuhiko and Peko must have a history. Like, they must be friends or something. Like, the only reason for why I would figure that Fuyuhiko's getting all defensive is because he cares about Peko. They're friends and he doesn't want to see her go.
答えられるかもしれないよ
本当にわかるというのか今までずっとわからなかった謎なんだぞ
So the window can open, right? I remember Akane opened the
でも
window.
ねエコヤマさんが犯人だと仮定するとその謎の答えも見えてきそうな気がす
But
る
it was a really tall window. You needed two people to be able to reach her, right?
そうかならば聞かせてもらおうかビーチハウスから出た方法とやらをな
じゃあまずは犯人がどこから出たのかを
Yep, how did they escape? The killer escape route. I might know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening. Small window in the shower room, the closet, door facing the beach, the bathroom.
そうか。
Yeah, right there.
道路側の出入り口もビーチ側の出入り口も無理なら他に考えられるのは
Yeah, the only thing that I can think of that they'll like push back on is be like, well, that's too tall for you to reach. You need two people for that. How does she do that all by herself? That's kind of the thing that I want to figure out.
シャワールームの小窓以外にないはずだ
The small window in the shower room.
あの窓
Yep.
の高さを知らねえのかよエコ山に届くような高さじゃねえんだよ
でも例えば誰かに手伝ってもらえば
Gotta help from someone.
肩車でもしたら届くかもしんねえけど手伝った方が取り残されちまうぞ
That person would have been left behind.
何か道具を使った可能性はありませんか例えばロープのようなものとか
Man, we didn't see anything like that in the crime
え
scene.
使った後の道具はどうすんだ外に捨てたとか間抜けなこと言うんじゃねえだろな
Hmm.
いいなそれだと修学旅行のルールに引っかかるぞ
Yeah, littering? Yeah, littering is not allowed. Let us coexist with the nature, mutual prosperity. Yeah.
ポイ捨ては禁止たとえ証拠品であってもそれは同じっすね
ほら見ろやっぱあの窓からは出られねえんだよ
Just because it didn't use an item, like, not only that, like, you're saying that there's no way she could have used the window because she would have needed to, but we're assuming that she would have used an item and then thrown that item away and broken the rules for littering. Like, no, that's too much of a stretch. We're like adding like 2 or 3 layers to this that we're assuming that would have been the case if it did happen. Just use an object, not throw it away.
千秋ちゃん、寝てちゃダメっすよ。道具は使えないって今言ったばっかじゃないですか。
Why you're sounding all like flirty all of a sudden?
道具を処分できないって話じゃなかった？
They couldn't dispose of an object.
そっか、別に処分なんかしなくてもずっと隠して持ってればいいんですよ。
Just hide it.
はあ？エコ山お姉は水着なんだよ。隠すってどこに隠すの？
Well, she's always carrying her sword around, right?
女の特別な場所とか行ったらお前にぶっ込むぞ。
God, stop.
嫌です。乱暴しないでください。
Don't be violent in her special place. Even if the killer used an object to escape out of the window, they couldn't have been able to get rid of it. The only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, it was an object that they didn't have to hide. And so I feel like I'm starting to see something. Well, what is the one thing that Pekka was always carrying with her? Samurai. I know this last word is sword. Katana? Well, what am I supposed to be looking for here? I didn't think it'd be 2 words. I thought it'd just be the one sword. What did the killer use to escape out of the window? How do you shoot it again? I forgot how this works. Catch, release, explode letter. Cursor special move. Fast forward, display height problem, letter explosion. B. Nope. I don't know. Ah. I'm getting confused with all these. I'm just getting B-O-M. M? No. Ba. Nope. What is that first word? I don't know what that first word is. Back? I don't know. Bam. Oh, bamboo sword. Okay. Ah, I keep confusing the fucking controls. Oh, man. I'm about to show up in a fucking DSP style. This is not how you play Danganronpa 2, because I'm literally just kind of not really in the mood to play this game, but here I am playing it anyway. Alright, but yeah, I figured it out. No wonder there were so many O's at the start. Okay, give me that O. Okay, now the S. Put it here. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, so now the O. Give me an R. There we go. And now the D. Give me the D, baby. I want the D. Give me the Alright, Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So I had the answer figured out already from the very beginning, the sword. But I had to be very specific, there was a bamboo sword.
ペコ山ってさ、その背中の竹刀をいつも肌身離さず持ち歩いてるよな。
What better way to hide your shit than hiding it at plain sight?
確かあの時もそうだったな。
Yeah, and she had it on her at the time.
関わらず、竹刀だけはちゃんと身につけてたよな。
まさか窓からの脱出にその竹刀を使ったというんか。
Yep, use that bamboo to escape.
そのまさかだよ。ペコ山はその竹刀を踏み台にして窓から出たんだ。
Yep, use it as a step stool and escaped out the window, and if it's long enough, yeah, just carry it back with her.
刀を踏み台に
She's so horrified over the thought of using a sword as a step stool.
やっぱ忍者じゃねえか。
Ninja.
だから言ってる？忍者だったら簡単に登れるって。
I guess you were right, Akane.
忍者には壁登りの技があんだよ。壁に立てかけた刀のつばの部分を踏み台にすんだ。
ジャパニーズ忍者ですね。
Japanese ninja, yep.
ソニアさん、忍者はジャパンにしかいないんです。
Yeah, it is a little bit redundant to say that it's a Japanese ninja.
ペコ山さんの場合は竹刀だったけど、まあ体重の軽い女子なら苦もなく登れる。
Yeah, slender girl like her could use it to climb. Yeah, climb and fit it in through the window.
どうだ、ペコ山。
Pakoyama.
何か反論はあるか。
What do you have to say for yourself, huh? The time has come again for the Panic Talk Action, PTA. Let's talk a little bit about Fever Time and Nega Time. Fuck me, dude. There's so much stuff to fucking... remember. From this point on, you'll be able to use Fever Time by pressing R1 during PTA. When Fever Time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to the max. That's not all. You won't miss during Fever Time either. By pressing the X button when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assaults. Only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use out of your time. You're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If your opponent activates Nega Time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit difficult to press a button to rhythm. Please time the rhythm, not with your eyes, but with your ears, and your passion and heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty, and I'll tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial for that chapter if they do that. Wait, what? I'm not gonna tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial if they do that. If you change the difficulty? Is that like a real thing? If you change the difficulty right now? Or like during the minigame, you'll have to redo the whole thing? Yeah, she did go out the fucking window. And what about the sword? Oh, come on. That sword is a long-ass thing. She can, like, grab it as she's climbing. Who says that she's not able to? Yeah, also, why do you even care? You're making it very obvious that you're trying to protect Peko. She just grabbed it as she was leaving. No, it wouldn't. When we met up with her at the bikini, when she was there with her bikini on, she fucking had it with her. Why are you so defensive? Right, we can do the rhythm game thing. Yeah, we're doing it with him, obviously. Oh, he has so many shields. Alright, try to do some rhythm game action. Nega time. Why do I feel like there's like more button presses than I'm actually putting in? Choose the bamboo sword as a stepping stool, it would have been left behind. Bam. Bamboo sword bag. I fucking hate that part. Like, you know the answer, but you gotta say it in the right order. Bamboo sword bag. I have 3 minutes. Ah, and they change the order every time. Bamboo sword bag. There we go. Yep. It's weird that we didn't notice any, like, wet spots, while we were investigating. Yep, she recovered it.
なるほど。市内だけじゃなく市内袋まで脱出のために使ったんだね。
She used them both to escape, yeah.
おわりさんは忍者みたいって言ってたけど、そんな安っぽいもんじゃないよ。
Hey, what about ninjas are silly?
常に市内を携帯するペコ山さんだからこその離れ技。超高校級の剣道家にふさわしい方法って言えるよね。
The ultimate swordsman? I don't think you need to be a swordsman to figure that shit out.
だからこそ残念だよ。僕に協力させてくれれば、もっと素敵な計画になったかもしれない。
You let me work with you, really? Yeah, just shut the fuck up. He's like saying, no, man, I could have helped you. I really can't think of anything else that they can push back on. Just making assumptions. Not really. Unless there's proof. We've done nothing but show proof. Alright, bastard, I'll show it to you. There we go, she's gonna fess up. She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer. Is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us. Peko just admitted it so freely. No.
それにも関わる大事な話なんだよね。動機？結局あなたはトワイライトシンドローム殺人事件とは無関係だったよね。
In the end, you had no connection to the events in Twilight Syndrome murder case.
だったらさ、どうして小泉さんを殺しちゃったの？
Because Fuyuhiko told her to.
そんなことか。そうだな。その質問に答えるとしたら、我が大義のためとなるのかな。
Oh God. She is Kira Kira-chan. Oh God, Sonia right now, her eyes are lighting up like a Christmas tree.
大義？
この世の正義を守るため。
There we go. We saw her face twist up. Alright, this is the 180 turn that we're taking. Protect the justice of this world. Okay, so she's the serial killer. Huh?
私はたかが支援ごときで自分の手を汚したりはしない。私が人を殺す理由はただ一つ。正義を守るためだ。
Protecting justice. What are you saying? There we go. She's blushing and everything. She's fucking getting wet over this.
正義こそが人間を人間たらしめる秩序。人間が誇るべき美徳。正義は永遠の太陽であり、不滅の月である。幸せを守る父であり、優しく微笑む母である。
Oh God, I'm seeing her fucking eyes swirl around like Nagito right now. With him, he's fucked up about hope, and she's fucked up about justice.
もしもし、ペコちゃん。
Becca-chan.
正義がこの世から消えるようなことがあれば
God, she's like a twisted fucking version of Yumi.
たちまち世界が凍りつき人々からは微笑みが消えてしまうだろ
People's
う
smiles will vanish. I mean, think about all the smiles that vanish whenever you kill someone.
そうさせない
もういいもうやめろ
正義は絶えずに我らの頭上に輝き我らを導く存在でなければならないのだ
Alright, she's saying a lot more than I thought she would.
やめろって言ってんだろうが
だから私は戦う正義を守るために戦い続けるのだ
これはまさか
Yeah, there we go. I was waiting on her to say something.
輝く正義を仮面に浴びて醜き悪の五臓六腑をぶちさらす
Oh God.
正完了
Justice complete.
正義で貫く正義のど真ん中闇夜に輝く土正義一番星
What am I doing with my fucking life? You're playing this stupid fucking game. Center of justice that is pierced by justice. You gonna say the whole spiel?
キラキラちゃんとは私のことだ
Sparkling justice. Even giving you the fucking kanji for that.
正義を執行しようか
Let's execute justice. Okay. I'm wondering why they're adding those symbols now.
なんだそりゃ
Yep, I'm with him right now. What the fuck is happening?
小山よ何しとんじゃ
Yeah, here's the typical 180 turn that these characters take whenever we catch them doing something. It's weird. Again, like it is the Attack on Titan 2 situation, right? Or just Attack on Titan in general, you know? Like this weird thing where like all of these seemingly, well, I was gonna say seemingly normal teenagers that just so happen to be like super involved and have the most fucking complex backstory of all. You know, they just so happen to be here in this situation. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say that they're normal, but not really. They're ultimates. They're like these incredibly talented people. So like, I guess they have all these complex. It would make sense that they have all these complexities to them, but just I don't know. I mean, it makes more sense here because all of these special people are deliberately brought together, right, to see how they clash and how they kill each other. But you know, there are other places like Danganronpa or even Persona and stuff like that, where like all of these people where you'd think they're just like normal high schoolers are like the most fucking like involved complex things, and they have like this super like, you know, big backstory about shit where you think like really like oh, this person just so happens to like be a Titan and also be involved with this guy and that guy, and that guy was here when this thing happened. Is like it just gets kind of contrived and stupid, right? But here I guess, you know, when Monokuma and, you know, the Ultimate Despair deliberately go out of their way to bring all these special and incredibly talented people, I guess, you know, all this stuff kind of makes sense. I don't know.
私はキラキラちゃん
I mean, the one thing that I don't believe is that everybody consistently has like a double face about everything. Like the moment they get caught doing something, they immediately go into fucking psychopath mode immediately.
キラキラと輝く正義のもと正義を振りかざしにやってきたのだ
Deliver justice. I don't even know what that little thing is on the parentheses.
何これうっすら寒くて付き合えないよ
So this is our fucking Genocide Jack. I missed Genocide Jack already.
ペコちゃんが靴しちゃった
Peko finally snapped. I don't think she did. I think she was already snapped from a while back.
皆さん気をつけてください
She's the one that knows the most out of everyone.
キラキラちゃんは正義の味方を自称するシリアルキラーなのです
Yep.
古今東西の様々なヒーローものの覆面をかぶって犯罪者を殺しまくる殺人鬼のはず
Exclusively targets other criminals, so you're fine. You're okay. Nothing's gonna happen to you guys.
なんですけどあれ
正義の味方それでお面をかぶってんのか
これは線引きのようなものだ
The dividing line?
あらゆる偶像崇拝がそうであるように 太陽は手が届かないからこそ尊い。ならば正義もそうあるべきだ。
Oh god. Like the sun?
よくわからんが、こいつはどうやらことになっちまったの。
Yeah, this is getting really fucking stupid. What the heck is this? Pecco's the killer. Why is it turning out like this?
これは驚きの超展開ですよ。
Yes, thank you very much, Monomi, for reminding me about what I should feel. The game is literally staring at the camera and saying, "This is what you should be feeling right now." Surprising turn of events.
グーしかグー。ちょっと寝てる場合じゃないですって。ほら、殺人鬼ですよ。
And he already knows everything. He sees everything through the cameras.
グーしかグー。またかよ。寝言？
で、さっきの質問の答えは？あなたはどうして小泉さんを殺しちゃったの？
I'm assuming, again, going back to the game, if Koizumi really was involved in, like, getting rid of evidence over a murder, which would be the murder of Fuyuhiko's little sister, then, you know, she would want to, like, do justice and be like, oh, that's what you get for, you know, being an accomplice or whatever. But I get the feeling that, you know, Fuyuhiko should have had a hand in, like, you know, kind of leading her towards that direction.
この世界は正義の光で満たされてなければならない。そこに一切の影も許してはならないのだ。
It's weird that her little picture on the slide still shows her face, but like the picture here in the court in the trial is showing the mask.
悪、即、残、殺。どんな状況であろうとも悪を見過ごすわけにはいかない。
Everybody's gonna be like, but Koizumi was such a nice girl. She wouldn't do anything bad, and then we're gonna fucking find out. The Mahiru's evil?
小泉お姉のこと？
Yeah, she'd be the first one to object, right?
それを知ってたってことは君もあのゲームをプレイしたんだね。
おかげでドブネズミのようにこそこそと隠れていた人殺しの共犯者を見つけることができた。
ではお前さんが小泉を殺した理由というのは？
無論正義を守るためだ。
Ah, fuck this game.
正義を守るために私が無慈悲な剣となり、そして正義を執行したのだ。
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
やばい。わかりやすいぐらいにベタなサイコパスじゃないですか。
She's such a stereotypical psychopath. The only person that keeps fucking rescuing this game for me is Ibuki. Which sucks because I know that she's gonna die. We're not gonna see her fucking like fourth wall breaking strange fucking dialogue for much longer, I'm sure. She's a little fucked up. I don't know about gross though.
小山、それがお前の本性なのか。
I think this is just one identity. I wouldn't say that her previous identity was fake.
本性？自分が何者かなどとっくに忘れたさ。
Starting to sound crazier than Gundam right now.
私にはそれだけの覚悟があるということだ。最も大切なものを守るために大切なものを捨てる覚悟がな。
Determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. Jesus Christ. I want to see like Gundam and like, you know, Kira-chan just having a conversation and just, you know, waxing eloquent in the most like pseudo-mystical fucking epic sounding sentences as possible.
この世を正義でキラキラと照らすことができるのなら、私は何者にでもなろう。
Even the fucking little emoji thing has like the swirly at symbol. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close to acting like Nakomaru right now. End it. He's right. We need to end this already. The killer in the end, there's no mistake that it was Peko all along.
この事件をもう一度最初から振り返って、それで終わりにさせるぞ。
Here we go. Closing argument. I hate this too because they just gave me a random ass fucking... Why not just give me all of it and just let me reorganize it? Why give it to me bit by bit and they're all random every time? It's stupid. My hero arrives at the beach house. Hyoko wakes up. It seems Hyoko made a promise with someone. Tie the bamboo sword to the bag. Oh, there we go. That's right. In order to lure Mahito and Hyoko. Yeah, make the fake letters. But I don't have that. I know what it is. But the fucking... The game just doesn't feel like giving me the fucking picture that I need. So I just gotta, like, go for something else. Okay, Mahito arrives at the beach house. It has to be this. Yeah, no, this is before. The first one to arrive at the beach house is Hyoko. She gets killed, blah, blah, blah. What did the killer leave next to the body? The bat. Time to watch. Okay, she's still not awake at this point. There we go. Where should I hide? The first one who found the body was Hyoko, yeah. Hyoko left a big piece of evidence. She didn't leave anything, I think. Yeah, so... Wait, hold on. To retrieve the bamboo sword, I must do this, yeah. Alright, stock number 2. Hyoko arrives at the beach house. Okay, now go back. Ugh. I really wish I could just fucking do everything in order so that it just fits better in my mind. But no, they just making me fucking scramble everywhere. Ugh. Okay, so in the part where, there we go. She arrives. She arrives and blah. She does that. Let's go all the way to the end. There we go. She leaves the footprints right there. What is this? The killer dropped the lemon flavored gummy. Where should I hide? Wash off the blood. Okay, now this is like way after. In the closet. After Hyoko ran away. The gummy. The killer forged 2 letters. Okay, now go back all the way to the beginning. Forging the letters and sending them. Last stock, okay. What did the killer leave next to the body? Yeah, the pretty anime girl mask, which isn't even that pretty, to be honest. Time to wash up the blood. And then, yeah, where should I hide? Inside surfboard thing. And there we go, we're done. I didn't make a single mistake.
事件の始まりは今朝のことだ。小泉が西園寺に声をかけたところからだった。きっと小泉は動機として与えられたトワイライトシンドローム殺人事件をプレイして、自分と同じようにゲームの登場人物だった誰かにその内容について相談したかったんだろう。
Okay, now I get why the game was the motive. Because, you know, because she's all about, like, justice or whatever. And so seeing what video game Koizumi does in that game, like, that in itself was, like, her motive to, like, go and get her.
そして西園寺は小泉の誘いに応じ、二人は後でゆっくり話をする約束を交わした。
Hyoko accepted Mahito's invitation. They promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. I don't know why they can't just have the conversation now, but okay.
だけど、そんな二人の約束を聞いていた人物がいた。
Someone overheard their exchange.
今回の事件の犯人なんだよ。二人の会話を盗み聞いた
I don't think she has to do like that.
その約束を利用したある殺人計画を思いついた。あるものを用意することで二人の行動を操ろうと企んだんだ。
Act 2.
それは手紙だ。小泉と西園寺のそれぞれに偽
Send
物
the
の手
fake
紙を送
letters.
ったんだ。小泉には14時30分にビーチハウスへ来てほしいという内容の手紙を送り、
The other one told her to go later, right?
一方の西園寺には14時ちょうどにビーチハウスへ来てほしいという内容の手紙を送り、
Ichi Houseway.
そうやって約束の時間を別々にすることで2人をバラバラにビーチハウスへとおびき出したんだ。その手紙にまんまと騙された西園寺は手紙通りに14時にビーチハウスを訪れ、そこで待ち構えていた犯人によって眠らされてしまったんだ。
Drawn unconscious by the killer.
西園寺を眠らせた犯人は すぐに彼女をクローゼットの中に隠した。
Hide her inside
後
the
で彼
closet.
女を犯人に仕立て上げるためにだ。
Frame her later.
そしてそのまま14時30分になると、今度は小泉がビーチハウスを訪れた。自分が殺人の標的として狙われているとも知らずにな。
Unaware that she'd been targeted.
そんな無防備な小泉に背後から近づいた犯人はある凶器を構えた。あの現場に残ってた金属バットだ。金属バットは小泉の後頭部に振り下ろされ、そこで小泉は息絶えた。積み木の検視によると、小泉は即死だったらしいから、犯人が誰かもわからないまま殺されたんだろうな。こうして小泉を殺すという目的を達成した犯人は、そこから現場の偽装工作を開始したんだ。
Yeah,
まず
drag her.
小泉の死体を引きずって移動させ、その死体で道路側のドアを封鎖してしまった。
Block the door leading to the road. Oh my god, why I gotta give such a fucking heinous face? I sincerely doubt Pecco looked like that at the time. They're making him look like it's fucking Jared Leto's the Joker.
犯行声明みたいなものなのかもしれない。俺たちが死体を発見した時の状況は
Done.
こうやって作られたんだ。だけど小泉の死体を動かしたせいで、犯人はその返り血を体に付着させてしまった。
Accidentally slamming
し
the
かも
keyboard on
シャ
one.
ワールームは故障中で水が出ないから、それを洗い流すこともできない。でもそんなことは犯人の想定内だった。犯人は自分の体の血を洗い流すためにシャワー以外の別のものを使ったんだ。ビーチハウスの冷蔵庫にあったペットボトルの水だ。
Wasn't it like a bunch of like soda and stuff like that?
おそらく
I can't remember.
一連の犯行に及ぶ前からシャワールーム
The
に
fact that
そ
they're
れを
water
運んでおいた
bottles,
んだ
that they're
な。
all water bottles is something that I completely forgot about. I thought that they were all like
犯
soft
人
drinks
は
or
水
something.
の出ないシャワーの代わりに、それで自分の体に付着した血を洗い流したんだ。ただ空になったペットボトルだけはビーチハウスのゴミ箱に捨てるしかなかったんだろう。
Trash can.
屋外に物を捨てるのは禁止だし、別の場所に運ぶのは時間がかかるからな。そうやって血を洗い流した犯人は西園寺がいるクローゼットのある場所に隠れたんだ。犯人はあらかじめ空にしておいたサーフボードケースの中
While
に
he's
隠れ
saying
たん
all
だよ。
this stuff, it really is making me think, why the fuck would you ever kill anyone in this
そ
situation?
してそのまま
And if
時
you
間が経
did,
つと睡眠薬の
why
効
would
果
you
が
want
消え
to,
た
like,
西園寺が目を覚ました。
avoid getting caught? Like, I don't know.
クローゼットから出てきた西園寺は
Everybody
動揺したはずだ。
dies if they don't find who the killer is. Except for the one that did the murder, obviously.
なぜか目の前で死んでたんだからな。
But I don't know. I guess it depends on the person, right?
西園寺はそのショックと自分が疑われる
On
か
who
もしれ
would
な
want
い
to
という
survive
恐
out
れ
of
から
there and be the only one
慌ててビーチハウスを飛び出してしまったんだ。
rather than living with everyone else.
そのせいで西園寺は砂浜に足跡を
Maybe I'm
残して
just
しまっ
thinking
たん
about
だ
the whole thing as a group, right? I'm saying like, why would you? Like, if you kill anybody, you're fucked no matter what. If you get caught, you die. If you don't get caught, everybody dies. So like, either way, it's like killing anybody, like no matter what, is like the worst fucking possible thing you could do.
西園寺にさらなる疑惑を向ける
Because
た
no
め
one wins in that case. And like again, like assuming that you do get away with it, right? And everybody dies and you're the only one that survives. How the fuck do you get back? You're stranded on an island. What are you gonna do? You know, your memory got wiped. You missed out on the fucking last 2 years of your life. Like, what do you do?
もちろんビーチから出て足跡を残すわけにはいかないから、
This whole thing
犯人
is
は
just
別のルートでビーチハウスから脱出したんだ。
horrid. And like killing people
それは
is like the last thing that you would want to have happen.
ただ
But I guess the only person that would want to do that is some fucking fucked up serial killer.
そこで犯人はある意外な道具を使ったんだ。
Soft drinks were all that was
犯人はい
left.
つも身につけていた竹刀だ。犯人はその竹刀の柄に竹刀を入れていた袋を結びつけ、
Very dramatically whooshing that
そして
That
竹
sword
刀
and
袋を片手に持ったまま竹刀を踏み台にして小窓に飛び移ったんだ。
My god, he is still explaining this, huh? Met up in a bikini.
ビーチハウスを後にした犯人は何食わぬ顔で俺たちの前に現れた。だけど濡れた髪と水着はすぐには乾かない。それを拭くタオルもビーチハウスにはなかった。だから犯人は言い訳のために俺たちにこう言ったんだ。人泳ぎしてきた後だって。どうだ？
Oh god.
これがお前が起こした事件の真相だ。そうだよな、ペコ山ペコ。
Complete.
なるほど。
ど
な。で、それがどうしたのだ？
And what of it?
へっちゃらかい。
She's totally cool with it
私には何もやましいことなどないからな。
because she did it for justice.
何言ってんのさ、小泉お姉を殺した分際で。違う。
私は正義の名のもとに悪を成敗しただけだ。
These little ASCII art things are a little
断罪される理由などどこにもない。
no reason to contemn me. Some of these seem completely incoherent. Some of these I just don't really understand what I'm supposed to be fucking looking at.
もういいよ。さっさと投票を終わらせて、この天然ド変態女をぶっ殺しちゃおうよ。
This weird crazy bitch. God.
殺されるわけがない。
No way it can kill me.
正義は決して殺されはしない。
I had a feeling you'd say something like
そ
that.
れはお前たちにもよくわかっているはずだ。
何を言っている？
何?
いいか、最も大切なものを守るためには大切なものを捨てる覚悟が必要なのだ。
What rule book says that?
わかったか？
わかりません。何もわかりません。
Monokuma is still sleeping.
では担当直入に言おう。お前たちには正義を執行してもらう。私という正義を生き延びさせるために自分の命を諦めるのだ。
In order to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives. Yeah?
本気で言ってるのか？
本気どころか正義だ。
Shut up.
ここで私が倒れたら誰がこの世の悪を取り締まるというのだ。
All of us sane people, all the not serial
自分
killers.
の中にある正義の心に従うのだ。そして正義を守るために私を救え。
So you want all of us to die for you because you're the one that's going to bring justice to the world. And that's not something that will happen otherwise. Like, there won't be any justice if you're not alive.
とっとと正義を執行しろ。
No, we're not doing that.
ふざけんな！誰がおめえなんかのために死ぬか！
Fuyuhiko, maybe?
ここでペコちゃんを見逃したら伊吹たちが皆殺しにされちゃうじゃないですか。
偉大なる正義のためであれば多少の犠牲はやむを得まい。
A few? All of us sounds like quite a fucking lot.
安心しろ。お前たちが命を賭して守った正義は決して無駄にはしないぞ。
もう付き合ってらんないよ。早く投票して処刑しちゃおうってば。
God. Although I in a way agree, somewhat, it's still, I don't know. I just don't like how you say things. I hate you, Hyuko.
ですけど、
Yeah, there's still some things that we need to clarify.
モノクマよ、投票じゃ！さっさと投票させんかい！
むくむくむくむく。やっと起きた。
I still want to see like a flashback of what Koizumi did because, you know, Kira-chan only kills evil people, right? Only kills criminals and whatever. But everybody knew Koizumi as like this really nice girl. So like the thing that she did, like, was it really like that bad? Like, would you consider her evil for like, you know, basically hiding evidence for the murder of Fuyuhiko's little sister? Like, again, I would need to like see the recap. I would have to like play through like the game again to like really see that and just kind of insert all these Danganronpa characters onto them. I mean, it'd be cool to just see a flashback of, like, them doing it, you know?
話は聞かせてもらった。いや、聞いてなかったけど別にいいや。では、お前らはお手元のスイッチを押して投票してください。投票の結果、黒となるのは誰か。
God, I'm just worried about Fuyuhiko, because the one guy that doesn't vote for the killer, like, that immediately fucks us all over.
ワクワクのドキドキだよね。
We haven't heard from him in a while. I'm worried. So if we get this right, that means that Fuyuhiko also voted for her. Trial end.
ごめんなさい。
Can
もう
we
少しだけよろしいでしょうか。
Can we please have a little bit more time? Alright, this is new. A character coming in right at the end.
すみません。もう少しだけ話し合いを続けさせてください。
Okay.
話し合いを続けるって、でも投票は終わっちゃいましたよ。
Well, yeah, I mean, we know who did it. Like, we have decided. Like, that's... We know that for sure. But there's still more to get out of this.
ですけど、どうしても気になって。だってこんなの絶対におかしいんですって。
Huh?
おかしいとはどういう意味じゃ。犯人はペコ山で間違いないはずだぞ。
それはそうなんですけど、ただですね。
The strange thing is the person that she targeted, right?
ペコ山さんは本当にキラキラちゃんなのか。殺人鬼マニアのソニアさんはそれを気にしてるんだね。
If Pekka really is Kira Kira-chan. Oh god, you're saying that it's like some fucking copycat killer?
おい、ソニアさんは殺人鬼マニアなんかじゃねえぞ。人より少しだけ熱狂的な情熱を注いでいるだけだ。
世間ではそれをマニアと呼ぶんす。
Shit, like, that's exactly what an enthusiast is.
実を言うと僕も疑問に思ってたんだよね。
Okay, that is not the thing that I was thinking about at all, but okay.
ソニアさんの知るキラキラちゃんとペコ山さんとでは決定的な相違点があるのにね。
Are we gonna reference back to all the info that Sonya gave us that nobody really knows their true gender or whatever?
決定的な相違点。
あのね、ソニアさんはキラキラちゃんについて以前
Yeah, refresh my memory.
正義誕生。正義で貫く正義のど真ん中。闇夜に輝くと正義一番星。人呼んでキラキラちゃんとは私のことだ。
That sparkling justice catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? Unknown? Read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. Oh wait, what is it? I got the difference between the serial killer and Pecco. Sonya said that she tried translating it, which means the difference is... Oh yeah, she doesn't even speak... Oh, okay, yeah. Nationality.
そうか。そうだ。あの時のソニアの
She's not even from this country.
あの雑誌にその時のレポートが原文で載っていたので、私がそれを
Written in
訳
their
してみ
native
たので
language.
す。
訳してみたってことは、つまり日本語じゃなかったってことだよな。
Yeah, it wasn't in Nihongo or in English, depending on what dub you're looking at.
はい、私が読んでいたあの雑誌はスペイン語の雑誌だったのです。
Really? En español?
ですから、そこに載っていたキラキラちゃんのセリフも間違いなくスペイン
Her
語で。
catchphrase is written in Spanish. Really? They're like, Yo soy la justicia.
つまりキラキラちゃんと遭遇したジャーナリストも、そしてキラキラちゃん自体も。
日本人じゃねえってことか。
They're from Spain. Nani? Even she has fucking ASCII art as well. I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, oh god. Name drop. I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. That wasn't the case. If so...
ペコ山、お前はキラキラちゃんなんかじゃない。そのはずがないんだ。
それでも自分がキラキラちゃんって言い張るなら
Say the catchphrase in Spanish.
決め台詞を
Dude, even I would have to like
言ってもらえるかな
go and read it back and like directly
お前に
translate
そ
it.
れができるのか。
Yo soy bicicleta.
どうやらこの仮面の剥がれる時が来たようだな。
She gonna turn it off and be like, no, that was all an act. Okay, she's not.
だがそれでいい。私にとってはもう必要のないものだ。そして今頃気づいたところでお前たちは手遅れだ。私の役割はとっくに終了している。
My duty to protect Fuyuhiko
私の道具と
as
し
a
ての
tool.
役割はもうすべて完了しているのだからな。
A tool.
あれ、なんかまた元に戻っちゃいましたけど。
あの仮面はもう用済みだ。今の私と同じようにな。
Okay.
なんだよそれ。用済みとか手遅れとかどういう意味だ。
すでに投票を終えた今となってはという意味だ。
おい、はっきりせんか。こっちはお前さんの目的を聞いておるんじゃぞ。
Yeah, if you're gonna die, you know, be as clear as possible at least.
目的などあるわけがない。私はただの道具に過ぎないのだからな。
Yeah, okay. Not the most original type of anime character out there, right? The fucking like mindless soldier that just works for someone else, you know, a child of war, stuff like that.
道具ってどういう意味なんですか？
ペコ山さんが道具ってことはさ、つまりその道具を使った人が他にいるってことだよね。
当然だろう。道具は道具だけでは何もできないのだからな。
なるほどね。ようやく分かったよ。まあなんとなくそんな気がしてたんだけどね。
Well, considering how you're always reporting to Fuyuhiko all the time about everything.
どういうことなんだ。つまり殺人現場になったビーチハウスにはペコ山さんと西園寺さん以外の別の誰かもいたんだよ。
別の誰か？
There was a fifth person.
ほら、それを裏付ける根拠だってあったはずだよ。よく思い出してみてよ。
If really there was one more person at the scene of the crime. Maybe when Nagito asked Monokuma about earlier? Yeah, the body discovery announcement.
そうか。
Yeah. If 3 people include the killer.
死体発見アナウンスのことを言ってるのか。
You see, I'm telling you that it did factor into the damn thing eventually.
そうだよ。だってさっきモノクマが言ってたでしょ。
So there's Peko who killed, Fuyuhiko who did whatever the fuck, and then me, Soda, and Hyoko who discovered the body. That's 5 people. Yeah.
あのアナウンスは3人以上の人間が死体を発見すると流
So
さ
maybe
れ
when
る
at
も
least
の。
3 people discover a body.
そして今回のケースでは犯人であるペコ山さんは含まれていない。だとすると死体を発見したのは西園寺さんと相田くんだけってことになるけど。
そっか。それだと
One
一人
person
足りないん
short.
だね。
Wait, didn't I discover it too? Or was the announcement made prior? Again, I forget.
となれば必然的にあの場にはもう一人いたということになる。
しかもモノクマがフレキシブルに対応してまでその事実を隠そうとした。
Being flexible, but being flexible just being ambiguous, really not answering the question.
それは裁判の行方を握る重要な手がかりのはずだよ。例えば共犯者とか。
いや、そうじゃない。
An accomplice?
ちょっと
ああ、根本的な考え方からして間違っているな。言ったはずだぞ。私は道具だと。つまり、私はそのお方に使われるだけのただの道具でしかないのだ。
その誰かって今回の事件において誰よりも強烈な
That person be the strongest motive.
あの人のことだよね。
Well, I mean, it seems pretty obvious.
で
Let's see. What do you have to say? You haven't talked in a long while, man.
そっか。ここで
You've been strangely silent.
今回の動機と今回の事件が。
でも動機っつってもただのゲームだろ。完全に信じられる根拠だってなかったはずだぞ。そんなゲームなんかが強烈な動機って言えんのかよ。
A strong motive. The events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. In order to show that off, Monokuma gave something that proves that to us. Proof that what happened in the game happened in real life. Yeah, it's one of those two things. It's either the picture or the ending prize. I think it's the ending prize.
これで証明できる。
Yeah.
小泉の殺人に関係ないならそこまでして確かめる必要ないって思ってたけど。
But, yeah, I mean, we have all this evidence for a reason, man.
あのゲームは間違いなく現実でも起きてたんだ。それはクリア得点を見れば明らかだったんだよ。
Yeah, they make a direct reference to, like, the sister and everything.
クリア得点としてもらえた写真に写ってたのはどれもゲームの画面なんかじゃなかった。
They're not screenshots. Yeah. Okay, so when I selected the ending prize, they're referencing everything that is within the ending prize. I thought they were going to, like, mention just, like, the note that is inside it specifically.
どれも現実の風景を切り取った本物の写真だったんだ。
You see? That super short skirt and those sexy thigh highs that Ibuki has? That's real! That's not fiction.
本当は崩れだって分かってたんだろ。
Yeah. I feel like the note that is in it is from him. That's Fuyuhiko's sister.
自分の妹かどうかってことは分かってたんだろ。だって最初にあのゲームをクリアしてクリア得点を手に入れたやつって。
Oh yeah, so he beat the game first and he got the folder, yeah. It makes you think you have any right to question me. We have it right now. He was the very first person to beat the game. That's pretty fucked up.
その事実を否定したくて、その確認のために写真を小泉さんに送りつけたんだね。
You send the photos to Mahiru to confirm that it was her?
ねえ、どうしてクズ流の話になってんの？そんなのどうでもいいじゃん。だって殺したのはペコ山なんでしょ？そうなんだよね。
Yes.
はペコ山なんだよね。
Yes, but she would have never killed her had Fuyuhiko not seen the picture that made him use his tools to go and have her get killed. He wasn't the killer, but he set everything in motion to have her get killed. Because he's a mafia man. That's what mafia men do. We already voted. No, it's fine. We didn't vote incorrectly. Really? It'd be really stupid if the game said, oh, you chose incorrectly because technically Fuyuhiko's the killer and the murder weapon is Peko, you know? I can... I definitely like... This seems like the kind of game that would spin it that way. Okay. You're sweating bullets, man. Don't worry about it. Hold me, Akane. No, you were the one that fucking put a bat under her, onto the back of her head. You were the one that literally whacked her with the bat. Like, doesn't matter what if you had a motive or not, you were the one that did it. You did it. You know, like whether somebody else ordered you to do it is a different thing entirely. Like, somebody was killed by a hard blow to the back of the head with a bat. Somebody did it, and that somebody was you. Like, no matter what happens, those are the facts. Like, it doesn't matter what your motive is. When we get right down to it, you're the one that did it, and we voted because we're right. Yeah, you see? You see? You see, so she's technically the murder weapon, and the murderer is Fuyuhiko, but I don't think Monokuma's gonna take that, because for one, we already voted, and second, like, it still doesn't, you know, excuse the fact that she did it. It doesn't matter if she was ordered to do it. She's just spinning it in a way just to make it more confusing. I'm sure that she fully believes what she's saying, but like for the sake of this class trial, that is not. It doesn't help us. Typical words that you can use to make yourself sound so much more intelligent and, like, you know, aware, right? Yeah, after somebody says something, you can just kind of, like, cross your arms and be like, ah, so that's what you were aiming for. You know, like, just saying these fucking ambiguous, fucking, vague-ass phrases that kind of indicate that you were onto them, and, oh, you know, you knew all along that something was going on, yeah. Fuck. Young master. Boccia? So she doesn't give a fuck about being executed or anything? Like, is she really, like that soulless? Like, she only exists to serve him? I mean, no, it's not a problem, because again, she was still the one that murdered her, no matter what. Like, whether she, like, interprets herself as, like, a weapon, like, that still doesn't excuse the fact that she did it. No, it wasn't incorrect. We did this right. Yeah, that's completely insane. That's some fucking mental gymnastics if I've ever seen one. How would Peko be a tool in the first place? She's a legitimate human being. Yeah, yes she is. He's gonna break all the tension by saying something stupid or seeing him sleep or something like that. So we're just gonna let the fucking troll bear decide. Case closed. Got an A. No extra points for being ungentle. I got 58 coins. How is it a bind? It seems fairly obvious to me. A recess. I mean, you can just kill the both of them. If you really, like, can't make up your mind. That seemed like a Monokuma thing to do, just kill both. Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahito Koizumi is... Hold on a sec. Oh, wait. So sorry, I'm just hesitating. Why did I make him sound like Chris Channel, the son? Korra! There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Peck was a killer. Yeah! I agree with Soda. Why? What do you mean, why? Also, don't fucking hesitate. The facts are clear. You know, like, Fuyuhiko can only do so much by just giving orders. That's all he did. He just gave orders. Whether, you know, Peko actually followed through with them or not. You know, that's a whole different thing. She decided upon her own will to fucking, like, she decided that she was going to do it, and she did it. She could have not done it, you know? You're not a tool, you're a human being.
Yeah.
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong. Oh, so just because she thinks of herself as not human, then I guess that invalidates everything that we just did? Like, how stupid. You just don't know. You don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. What does she mean for you, Hiko? Yeah, Mafia Man. Peko and I grew up together. You're your two childhood friends then.
Yeah.
It's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kazuryu clan took me in. They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property. Nandato. She's a hitman. A hit woman. Arranged by my clan to work directly under me. Yeah, so she's like a bodyguard. Yeah, so she's always there with him. Look at that. Come on, even as babies? Look at that. She even had the fucking sword as a baby. Just to be at his side constantly to protect him. That's a really fucking sad way to exist. Like, you can say, oh, it's a bad way to live, it's a bad career choice. Like, that is just a horrible way to be, you know, just to exist. So, like, I mean, I could understand if it was like, oh, you know, like it's weird. She was technically, like, born into that. She was conditioned from birth to kind of be that. Because it'd be one thing if she grew older and then be like, oh, like, they saved my life from this thing, and so I owe it to them, you know? Or, you know, I don't know, man. It's complicated to think about. But I still agree that she's not a tool. If you are a tool, what was all that time that we spent together? Yeah, like all those other times where you were there just kind of behaving independently. Nothing? Bullshit. I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. A professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Really? You acted all normally because you were ordered to. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do. That's why you were hiding your relationship.
Yeah.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on the island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. Yeah, because he wants to be independent. And now he really will be independent because she's gonna get executed and he has nobody to fucking protect him now. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household. Really? Yeah, you fucking feel bad about it now, bitch. Fucking pussy bitch. No matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. So yeah, he wanted to have Koizumi killed, and she just followed that order. The one who tried to kill Mahito wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko. It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs. The motive. So Monokuma directly, like, targeted Fuyuhiko specifically to, like, set this whole murder into motion. I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos? She's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead? You tried to confirm with Mahito, and that's why you wanted to talk to her. I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back. Not only that, she started avoiding me too. I'm pretty sure Mahito was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why even if we were told we were connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. When Mahito spoke to Iwuki, she mentioned something about this. I actually had plans to go to the beach with everyone. You're not gonna go, Mahito? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important, so you need to be traveling to involve the others. You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me. If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how. I'll make amends with Fuyuhiko. That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Tell them I'm not feeling well. Doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm gonna fucking hate myself for doing this, but... Take a screenshot of that. Whenever I get fucking lazy to get work done, I'm always gonna look at this fucking screenshot. And just fucking hate myself for 2 hours. And then maybe get some actual fucking work done. Fuck. Why is that one sentence hitting me so fucking hard? She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. Yeah, so that you can fucking discover her getting killed too. It was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you can make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahito into a trap. By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko. What the heck? An eye for an eye, that's the world I live in. Yeah, but like, nobody has ever fucked with you. Nobody's ever done anything to you. You just stayed fucking locked up in your fucking cabin and you're saying an eye for an eye? Go fuck yourself! My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf. You have no choice. On her behalf. So you assume that that's what she would want. My young master thought of a plan and executed it. I went to use a bat as a murder weapon because in the game, that's what was used to kill girl E. For revenge, cleaving the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. And not a totally different weapon that could have broken the pattern of the game and then therefore helping you? Improving your innocence? Like, even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister. The only thing. I believed her till the very last minute that the game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch. If that game is actually real, are you the one who killed girl E? I don't want to hear about that. The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate. You shouldn't have killed that girl. Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game? You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong. Want me to be honest? This whole time I was acting like a coward. No shit. Oh my god, newsflash. I would have never figured that one out. Even after I called over Mahito, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called for me and made me kill her. Oh god. You're saying that you killed because you were ordered to? That's the whole thing? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all. Of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. No, we're not. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. Well, kind of, sort of, but it depends on you know, who you're... It depends on who you're comparing. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. That is not true at all. Everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood. I could not disagree more.
黙って
You're too annoying. Can you just be quiet? Yeah, please, Chiaki. You're saying it how it is. Please, just shut the fuck up in the corner. Just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story. You pretended to be the serial killer.
まさか
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes. And we fell for it. Fell for a trick all along. I mean, we still got it right. We fell for the trick, but we still got it right. She thinks that, like, her weird, like, interpretation of her own self is gonna be the thing that's gonna get her off the hook. You guys made the wrong decision. No, we didn't. You voted me a mere tool as the killer, unaware that my young master was a true killer. Though not like our loss has been decided yet.
Yeah.
It should be decided already, isn't that right, Monokuma? I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool is pretty persuasive. No, it's not! Just because she's the only one that believes that doesn't mean that, like, we should all, like, believe it too. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense if Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. I'm telling you to hold on. I mean, I'm not gonna say that he doesn't have that blood in his hands at all. But, like, if you want to talk about the person that did it, the reason for why she's dead now is because she put the bat in her head. Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Mahito and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him. You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope. I have no hope, I'm just a tool. Even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway. I'm gonna ask someone else. Fuyuhiko, what do you think? About what? Peko just a tool to you? Isn't that tool surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? No, if she really was just a tool that he can just throw away and get a new one, he would not be so super duper defensive whenever we pointed fingers at her. Oh god, his eyes are swollen again. You guys think you're fucked up? Just get into a conversation with Nagito. What's the use of asking something like that? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right? Okay, so Nagito's fucking creepy ass, like, Joker I see through you kind of stuff is actually being useful now. Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will? Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed you, not that she killed you, the fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, and the fact that Fuyuhiko constantly, like, tried to deflect and, like, avoid people pointing fingers at her. Are those all things that you order her to do? Is that the truth? I know you hate our guts, but you can listen to Peko, we're all gonna die. You just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders, you just have to tell him that. Cut the music. You mentioned this before, but... got this fucking, like, Undertale genocide music, it always gets me. In this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teruteru, are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that. Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. Well, I guess you succeeded. Are you happy with your decision? You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of guy. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right? You wouldn't be looking like a fucking bitch that just pissed his pants. There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please just tell him the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I'm a tool. This could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way you'll still lose Peko, but... if you insist you're the killer, just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Yeah, are you really gonna follow through with what you say? Are you such a fucking big balls badass that you can just use your tool, who's not a person, just throw her away? You know, you wouldn't be bothered by that if she got executed, right? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say. You fucking dug yourself into such a deep fucking hole. I can't even fucking believe it. It's not even funny.
終わりましたよ、坊ちゃん。
I am finished.
てめえ、何やってんだ。
The hell do you do?
分かってんだろ。ここで人を殺したら、この後どうなるか。
So he was the one that was going to do the killing. Like, he wanted to do it himself, but she came in and did it for him.
分かっているからこそやったんです。あなたにあれをさせるわけにはいかない。
And of course, she protected him. She, instead of letting her, instead of she letting him murder, she put that responsibility onto herself so that she could get executed and protect him.
なあ、ペコ。最初にこの島に来た時、俺は言ったよな。この島では今までの俺らの関係はチャラだって。お互いに一人の高校生同士だってよ。いいか、お前は逃げろ。このまま俺のせいにして逃げるんだよ。
坊ちゃん、それは無理ですよ。
うるせえ。俺のことは気にすんなっつってんだ。
気にしないわけにはいきません。私は坊ちゃんの道具です。坊ちゃんを守るための道具なんです。所有者がいなくなってしまったら道具は何の意味も持ちません。
だからそれはもう終わりなんだ。俺の言うことが聞けねえのかよ。
どちらにしても逃げ切れません。この計画ではおそらく見破られるでしょう。
Yeah, we always find out.
だったらなんでてめえは。
私に策があります。
策だ。
ご安心ください。私が必ず坊ちゃんを生かして返してみせます。
てめえどうするつもりだ。
道具としての役割を全うするだけです。さあ、早く逃げてください。そろそろ西園寺が目を覚ます頃です。あなたが出て行った後、彼女の死体で道路側の扉を塞がねばなりません。だから早く。
クソが。いいか、絶対に逃げろよ。俺のことなんか、クズリュウ組のことなんか忘れて。
This is... You can make a whole mafia movie out of just this.
てめえは逃げるんだぞ。
So how about it? Tell me the truth, you little fucking pussy boy pants pissing little bitch.
悪い。
I'm sorry, Pecco. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
坊ちゃん、
情けね
Because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself.
え。ペコ。
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool in me. How many times did I tell you I don't want a tool given to me by the Kazuryu clan?
坊ちゃん。
So this is how it turned out.
残念。
Sure, I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions. So everything was all Fuyuhiko's doing up until the moment that the killing happened, that she got in the way and did it for him. There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool. Really? You're using like a fucking loophole for a fucking bullshit excuse? To give the reason for why we have to execute, Pecco? You knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Pecco and Fuyuhiko discussed. It's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras everywhere. You were just having fun, huh? Even if it was an act of desperation, Pecco's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. The tool with a heart is the killer.
すまね
I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request. You did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this. Alright, brand new face.
え。あ。
坊
You have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believe you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that. Even so, I wanted you to escape. I wanted to protect you.
ペコ
申し訳ありません。
I'm terribly sorry I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
さようなら。
I'm sorry for what I've done to you all, too. Oh yeah, also remember that all of us are, like, stuck in the middle of this, too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master for being a fucking pussy boy, soy boy bitch.
そしてもう二度とこんな殺し合いを起こさないでくれ。
Do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again. So you did think that it was senseless? Of course. That will do. Why don't you start it already?
私は絶望などしない。
I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I'm fully prepared to die. I mean, if you're with the Yakuza, I'm assuming every day is a day where you assume you're gonna die.
かっちょいい
Will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Here we go.
冬彦坊ちゃん。
Permit me to make one final selfish request.
だからよ
Don't call me Bocha.
覚えておいてほしいのです。
The tool Peko Pekoyama who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remember that. That's it. I don't need any tools. You did say that.
ぷぷぷ
And so because he said he doesn't need any, she's okay with dying.
まったくよ
Why don't you get it yet?
ワクワクドキドキ
どうしてだよ
You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
スペシャルなお仕置きを用意しました
俺は
I never needed a sword or a shield.
俺には道具なんていらねえんだよ
Never needed a tool.
だからてめえは道具になる必要なんてなかったんだ
では張り切っていきましょう
てめえはてめえのままでよかったんだ俺に必要なのは道具なんかじゃねえそのままのお前だったんだよ
坊ちゃん。
なんでだなんでそれがわかんねえんだよガキの頃からずっと一緒だったのによ
お仕置きタイム
だからペコまだ行くな俺にはお前が必要なんだ俺を置いていかないでくれよ
坊ちゃん。坊ちゃん。
Oh fuck, I don't want to look. Oh god, show me fucking virtual boy footage. That doesn't help. Oh god, no. they both die? They both died together.
もったいない。
Even Nagito's pissed. The fuck is wrong with you?
絶望的だ。そうだよね。
I swear to fucking Christ. It'll definitely destroy you. Well, at least you're saying that. Out of all the things that he said, I hope that's true. Even Fuyuhiko died. Not yet. He's still alive. Are you for fucking real? Oh my god. You need to save him? What are you even gonna do? What do you mean? A surprise order? It's in the rules to help him? If a blackened is exposed during the class trial... What? You didn't get a chance to read it! If only the blackened gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. So you have to help him because that's what the rules say. You really fucked him over with that rule stuff. You fucked him with his own rules. You're gonna do that all along. Be prepared for this? A siren began ringing from out of nowhere. Oh, guys, there's gonna be some fucking cartoony ass fucking. Dr. Killgood. You look fatter every time I see you in one of these cutscenes. Like, this whole thing is still fucking funny to them. The ambulance continued on. Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished. I mean, again, he got fucked by his own rules, so he has to help him. Can't be helped, not like there was any other way. It's gonna be fine. I don't even want to see his face when he comes back. Definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. I sincerely doubt that. All we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? He caused Mahiru's death. Yeah, but... can't help but feel bad for him. The one who did the killing, Peko, has been punished. So Fuyuhiko wanted to kill, but fucking Peko took the bullet for him. We will not be able to advance forward.
流れよ我が涙
There are no second chances in life. We can never return to what has already transpired. There's no other way than to move forward like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness. Things aren't exciting if a shit stirrer like him ain't around. Now we're making excuses to keep him around. I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. We still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter what possibilities I look for, no matter where I look, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we're in a boat floating unreliably in a vast dark sea, we were just left there alone. Only one word could explain our situation. I'm trying to find a more suitable word than that. And that clock is still ticking down. What the fuck is it? I'm still thinking that it's a bomb. "15 days left. 10 hours, 10 minutes, and 15 days. Who are you talking to? Preparing the hope fragments, but we're no longer able to gather them. Well, yeah, at least not for the dead people. So you're saying that, are you implying that it might be better to keep us in the island so that we don't go back and see the fucking fucked up, destroyed world that exists out there? If, like, what happens in Danganronpa 1 is true, and this takes place after, and the world is still, like, completely fucked, Fallout 3 style, then you're saying that it may be better to keep them here in this great, you know, island resort instead of having them go out there? Or is it worse to keep them there and just have them see the truth? It's weird that they're highlighting our plan and not that guy. Who is that guy? So, Monomi doesn't want the ultimate despair to resurrect. The continuation, so like another tragic event? So you're saying that you want to stop the clock from counting down to 0 because some guy will come in and make an event like the previous one happen again? Where the fuck does Monomi come from? Sea and punishment, scented coconuts. There's a dozen of us left. Please ask me if I want to save so that I can shut this fucking game down once and for all. Great. Give me her sword. Just fucking twist. Just twist that knife even deeper. Thank you. Alright. I'm done here. Fuck this game. I hate it. I hate it, 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 I hate it. I'm done. Fuck yourselves.